Alright folks, doing a quick video here with a Millermatic 211 Autoset. It's the older model. Sold this to a buddy of mine, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago or so, 3 years, it's been a few years anyways, and a couple years. It's the MVP, which multi-voltage plug. You can change that out 110 or 220. So I sold it to a buddy. He took it, he hooked it up on an extension cord running 220 through it on the 110 plug. He thought, well, if you can run 220 through it, you can run it through the plug. You can't, because you have a common and 220 and ground on here. So if you run 220 through the 110, it sends it through the wrong wire here. So long story short, he took a couple welds with it. He was on a second weld. It made a whiny pitch sound, and then it stopped working. Smoke came out of it, and he's had it for a while. He told me I can pick it up from him if I wanted it cheap. I could buy it back. He bought another one because I gave this one to him when I sold it to him with the spool gun, the tank, the cart, the whole works. And he was able to reuse that other stuff, so he wanted to keep the spool gun, etc., which I don't blame him. He bought another 211 Autoset. He spent another $1,500 on another welder, and I feel bad, but I went and snagged this welder back up from him because I thought, I can probably fix it. He somehow had on the old rectifier board here, this piece right here was broke off. I ended up buying, well, I got it over there, the old one anyways. I bought this whole piece on here on eBay for like 75 bucks. But the problem with it, I think, because I looked at this board, I pulled it out, I looked at it, I can't see any burnt connections on it at all, nothing. But when you would turn the power on it, the power would not come on at all, absolutely nothing. Just click, 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 the button. It would just click, nothing would turn on, no lights would come on, nothing. So I started following down some wires in that the power, when I did have the power, the switch is working. I had power coming down to the fan, but the fan was not coming on. Well, looking a little closer at the fan, there's 5 wires on that fan, and I do believe, it looks like there's 24 volts that return off the fan. So when you turn the machine on, the fan always stays on. So I'm thinking and I'm hoping and I'm praying that those return wires actually turn this board on. I'm thinking these are probably some internal relays in here that are safety, that if the fan burns out, the machine will not turn on. I'm really hopeful. I read some things online that could possibly be what's going on. My fingers are crossed. So here's where I'm at. I ordered a new fan. And that fan with those 5 wires on it, believe it or not, it just, not the blade itself, but the electronics for it, that was about $160 brand new on eBay from a company. I think it's Weld Fabulous I got that from. Great company. I mean, they sent it to me. It's brand new. And I got it plugged in right now. I am just about to try to turn this thing on for the first time since he burned it up. It's either going to, I think the fan is going to kick on because the power did run to the old fan, but it just won't turn on. I think the fan is going to come on. I hope. Is that all that's wrong with it? I don't know. I have to buy another gun for it as well. I don't have one for it yet, but I wasn't going to buy it if this thing doesn't turn on. So without waiting any further, here we go. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. The fan is on. And without the gun, I don't know. Now I really got to find out. Well, stay tuned. We do have power to it. I just need to get a gun now and figure out if the motor and everything's going to kick on, if the gas valve's going to come on, the whole works. But this was a good sign. Fingers crossed.